Welcome to the backstage. I'm wearing some headphones today, so it sounds like I'm really, really loud in my own ears. So yeah, hopefully the audio is all good. Let me know if it is. The backstage people here right now. How about the... Oops, there we go, let's mute this one. So I've got background music playing as well as my voice. So they should be concurrently playing at the moment. So is the audio okay with the background music as well? Please confirm. And then we'll get straight into this. Slight static. Audio is good. Can't hear any background music. Background is tiny quiet. Never mind, I hear it now. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, it shouldn't be too loud. It should just be in the background, basically. But I am using some new wireless earbuds, which is probably where the audio issues may be coming from. But we'll see. It's subtle. Yeah, lovely. Cool. That's all we need. That is all we need. Giving it more beans. Giving it more beans. How's that? Much better. Okay, well, let's take this off standby. Hello. What's going on? 1,000 subscribers, baby. We got there in the end. I see beer, absolutely. Fab Nordic, but most importantly, congrats on the 1,000 subs, bro. Thank you very much. Rob Andrews, nice to see you here. Congrats, buddy, well deserved. Thank you. Greg, nice to see you here. Fab TCG cards, I can see beer. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Ziggy, welcome to the chat. I know you're in the UK right now as well, so it's good to see you here as well. Normally you're 8 hours in front of me, so you don't really catch these streams live, so I appreciate you being here as well, and I will see you next week in London. We're going to have a little tour. We'll probably have a little video as well on the channel, or maybe even a live stream, depending on what happens. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to be cracking some beer. Let's crack a beer now, right now. I've got another one here off screen, so luckily it's like just Budweiser, but I've got about 7 to get through, so they're just twisty ones. Lovely. So we're just going to be chatting today, having some drinks, and luckily we're at that stage where we've just hit 1,000 subscribers. The people that subscribe to this channel probably don't even subscribe for the actual content themselves, right? It's mainly because it's for the people. It's the people are subscribing to see me, potentially, not the actual content. You know, I've made a lot of friends here. That's what it's all about. It's about making friends, making connections, meeting people in the flesh and blood. And I feel like the people that watch this channel, I've made great connections with over the last year or so of doing this. And it's not even the game at this point. It's just the people that I've met along the way. So that's the most important thing. especially with this game, the mission statement of Flesh and Blood really brings the right people to this game, the people that actually care about other people, you know. So yeah, it's just fantastic time to hit 1,000 subscribers. There's still a lot of work to do because it's just because you've hit 1,000 subscribers doesn't mean you're going to be rich, doesn't mean you're going to be making money straight away. There's a lot of metrics to YouTube. There's a lot of metrics to actually monetizing content, and I haven't even got there yet. 1,000 subscribers is the least important part. Although it looks really, really cool, you need 4,000 watch hours as well. And we're currently on 2,700 watch hours. But streams are great for watch time, especially because a lot of you turn up every single week to hang out and chat, and that's what I love the most. That's what I've connected with a lot over the last few weeks, is just sitting here and chilling and chatting to everybody, whether that's just drinking beers and having a chat, or just, you know, me talking through my plays as an Azalea player on the Azalea Online stuff. So I really, really appreciate everybody who's come tonight to celebrate. Got a lot of drinks to get through, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm going to give you a few insights as well into what might be coming on GoAgainGaming next year, so stay tuned for that as well. But I'm just going to try and respond to a lot of the chat tonight as well, because that's what it's all about, celebrating with you people out there. The moustache is on point. I love it. Yeah, cheers, mate. Cheers, Fab Nordic. I actually trimmed it the other day because I was eating some of my moustache. So yeah, I had to trim some of the odd bits here. But yeah, it's looking pretty swish, right? Give me an excuse to crack one myself. Fab TCG cards, absolutely. Rob Andrews, you're raising your mug of tea. I love it. You know, it's doesn't matter what you're drinking as long as you're hanging out. That's good stuff. And yeah, it's beer o'clock. Greg Jones is saying it is over here at least. It's 8 o'clock now. Just gone 8 o'clock. So we're just going to be chilling out and having some drinks, smoking a doob for me. Yeah, whatever floats your boat, sir. And it's legal over there in the US as well, isn't it? To a certain degree. So do whatever you need to feel comfortable here in the GoAgainGaming stream. Rum and Coke over there for Patrick, lovely. And you said you were watching the Serbia game as well, is that right? You watching Serbia? There's World Cup on right now, isn't there? I used to follow football quite a lot, but not so much anymore. I'd rather play. I play every Wednesday. And I'm probably going to take my GoPro to the next game so I can actually show people that I can play as well. So yeah, it should be fun. I'm drinking my water here in Germany. Is that Mika Chu? You were here the other night, weren't you? Was it Tuesday? Hello. Also, congrats. I'll join you on that as. Yeah, Brad, do it. Join me on the drink stings. Patrick, I'm a big fan of the Italian league, Serie A. I remember that. And a few of the Serbia players are stars there. Yeah, like Perisic. Does Perisic still play for Inter Milan? You got Kovacic as well. There's a lot of decent. I think Kovacic is Serbian. I think they're all Serbian, at least. But yeah, when I followed football, there was a lot of decent Serbian players. That's for sure. Anyway. Yeah, I was here. It was fun. Fantastic. Good stuff. Glad you're here again. Vahalic, I don't know who that is. I know some of the players, but I don't know all of them. Mainly because I used to play a lot of FIFA back in the day. FIFA, the football game on PlayStation. Sad about Argentina. At least Japan and the Netherlands are going strong. Yeah, I saw the Japan result. 2-1. That was awesome. Another sick player, Doan. He's a quality Japanese player. I was rooting for them the whole time. But again, I'm not really paying attention to it as much as I should be. But yeah, it's obviously Messi and Ronaldo's last World Cup as well. So it's going to be quite sad to see them go. Roger Federer retired recently as well from tennis, which was a right old tearjerker for me because I love tennis. But yeah, there's a lot of those mega athletes are going to be retiring soon, so it's going to be a bit of a shame, really, for everyone involved. Chris Tucker, nice cold beer being raised for you tonight. Congrats! Thanks for being here. You might have, I'm not sure if you've seen the top down, but as you can see here, there's a lot of beers to be consumed. So I'm holding one in my hand right now. I've got 2 large Asahis. Jim, you'd agree with this. Absolute Asahi Super Dry, quite large beers, and then I've got 4 more buds to get through. So by the end of this stream, I'm going to be getting through at least 30 to 40 units of alcohol, I believe. I've done my maths correctly. So we got what we got. We got this, which is so that's 3.2. So that's 6.4 units there, and then we got 5 times 1 point. Oh man, I need my glasses. I can't read. 1.1 Budweiser. So I don't know. Do the maths on that. But yeah, it's quite a few beers to get through, and I'm quite a lightweight as well, so it should be fun. Towering Titan, having a brewdog in your honour. Thank you very much, Chris. Towering Titan, Chris Sweeney. Are you going to the Leeds event in January? Because that's something we may be going to. Because it would be good to meet you finally in the flesh and blood. For those who don't know, Chris Towering Titan in the chat was one of the first people I saw streaming Flesh and Blood, like he was streaming Monarch pre-release back in the day for his sponsor at the time, ProTech Cards, and yeah, it was great fun to watch. Where, you know, as a newbie getting into the game, I just watched the Professor's video on how to play Flesh and Blood, delved right in, and made all sorts of garbage videos about Flesh and Blood, but somehow ended up at the moment we are today celebrating 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which is nothing in comparison to what a lot of people have achieved so far. But it's a nice little milestone for me, especially because, as a lot of people know, I'm not a massive meta head. I don't go into the optimal lines of play and all that sort of stuff. I'm very much just a guy loving the game and loving everybody that's associated with it as well, including all of you lot in the chat that have come and showed up today. And all the patrons and all that sort of thing, all the people that I've met along the way. It's been fantastic. This is for you. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming out on the channel. But again, mainly towards just having fun with the game. I'm very much looking forward to player versus environment. You can come to expect that this channel is going to feature a lot of PvE stuff in the future. But yeah, can't wait to see where we go with PvE. Let me just change the camera back now, because you can see the vast amounts of alcohol that I've got on the desk. But that might not be vast to some people. That just might be like, oh, I could do that easily. That's just fucking water. That's just water as Budweiser. Oh, I think I would have got slaughtered if I bought Bud Light to the table. But no, this is proper Budweiser. But yeah, let me just go back onto the chat here. Asahi for the win, absolutely, Jim. Yeah, potentially. Towering Titan, be good to see you there. I'm potentially going as well, we'll see. It depends whether there's supposed to be an event being confirmed in Columbus, Ohio from the Realm Games. And I've heard nothing but amazing stories from that event in Columbus, Ohio. So if that gets sorted by the end of the year, if there's dates for that, that's something that you can definitely come to see me at, is Columbus, Ohio, potentially in March time. Over in the States again, so hopefully you'll see a lot of you there if you're over that way. Yeah, so it's a step towards that, my dude. Absolutely, Brad. Thank you very much for your support, as always. Greg Jones, a wise man, said it's better to be lucky than it is to be good. Absolutely, absolutely. No skill involved, just pure top decking my way to 1,000 subscribers. That sounds like something that GoAgainGaming would be able to achieve, and that's exactly what we've done. Just top decked our way to 1,000 subscribers. Lovely old job. But yeah, Andrew is not in the chat tonight, so we can't hide these fucking bots that are in the chat, but we can get rid of those. I need to make someone else a administrator. There we go, Jim from Fab TCG Cards. If you're watching, you are now a moderator. So if you want to remove those stupid bots, then by all means do that. But apparently 69xxx.life says find love on the best dating site, and hasn't even given a link so we can click it. What a rubbish bot that is. But yeah. So yeah, we're just going to be cracking some beers tonight. I'm going to show you some cool stuff actually as well. So for everybody who is in the Discord, the link to the Discord should actually be in the description box below, where you can join the GoAgainGaming Discord and just keep up to date with all the channel news and stuff as well. TCG dating site, yeah, absolutely can. Imagine that. Tinder, but for Fab players. I would swipe right all day on Azalea. It is right, isn't it? It's been a long time since I've used the app and the platform personally. Is it swiping right for someone you tap? Is that right? I don't know. Oh, he's saying, hey dude, we'll help when I can. Prepping Thanksgiving me at the same time. That's fair enough. Don't worry about it, Jim. But I've given you the moderator abilities just in case. Hey, Cardboard Guide, nice to see you as always. Fab Nordic is saying, Cardboard Guide, you too, Fab Nordic. So we got a couple of comrades in the chat today. So I only discovered Cardboard Guide recently, actually. So make sure you check out their content when you can. Mikachu is saying there is no link in description. So let me just have a look quickly. I think it's part of the link tree, or is there not a link tree in there either? No, there is a link tree. There is a link tree in the box. So if you click on that, and then there'll be a Discord link in there as well. So the link tree is like the master link to all of the good stuff. But yeah, to all the Americans out there, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're enjoying your turkey. There's a couple of good podcasts out there at the moment which are sort of Thanksgiving related. Go and check out Fresh and Buds. They did a really good podcast recently with Flake on there. So that's a good one. I listened to that this afternoon when I was supposed to be working. So go and check that out as well. They do mention me in passing, so I did have like a little Thanksgiving statement for them to read out. Again, there's talk on there of a road trip. A road trip, baby. Going back to the Realm Games in Ohio, Columbus. If you can sort your dates out ASAP, we can plan for that to happen and potentially going on a road trip with Tommy Fresh and Flake from the Instant Speed podcast. I just know this is my first stream since joining the Discord and Patreon. Yeah, Greg, it is your first stream. Normally, we are streaming like Azalea gameplay on Talishar, and we are actually doing something Flesh and Blood related. It's just that the last two streams have just been chatting streams. But normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do stream Azalea Online, which is basically just playing Azalea every single week on Talishar. So you can come to expect that going forward as well. So yeah, let's finish this beer. What's everyone else doing tonight then? Apart from obviously having this stream on. You cooking dinner? What are you doing? You having some drinks? It's a Thursday night. I do have work tomorrow. So that'll be interesting. Are there plans to test specific matchups? What, Azalea? Not really. There is just... I just literally go onto Talishar and just type it. I just say GoAgainGaming playing Azalea and just see who enters the chat or enters the game, basically. I don't really look for any particular matchups. I just like to... People that know me know that I like to act in the moment. I don't like to really plan anything. I just act in the moment. And that's pretty much my whole list. Is just I run a massive deck, 74 cards, a very, very sort of niche piece of equipment. Always run Dreadbore, and then I just try and deal with whatever's thrown at me at the time. Because there's no amount of prep really in my eyes that can really sort of prepare you for random matchups that you're going to get in tournaments, random heroes, random cards that they draw, and all that sort of thing. So I just like to act in the moment. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's why I'm not a great player and nobody listens to me. But hey ho. Right Time Gaming is saying you're working right now. I guess you would be, or just early morning for you, I expect, isn't it? Is it morning time? Wife is out, so beers, watch the stream. You have my undivided attention. Fantastic. And again, Chris, thanks for becoming a patron recently. Really means a lot. And we're going to be doing another Patreon pull in December as well. So it's a great time to join because you're going to get a Patreon pull straight away in December, Christmas special. So yeah, we're going to do that. Andrew's back now. I got no shot at the mod. Andrew's not back yet. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Andrew's there with the cheers. Thanks, Andrew. I know you're working, but yeah, we've already had one bot in the chat. So yeah, hidden by Andrew already. Fantastic, lovely old job. Great to watch from the future. Yeah, so Ian, basically from Right Time Gaming. If you haven't subscribed to his channel either, he's trying to reach 316 subscribers. So please go and check out Ian from Right Time Gaming. He regularly appears on things like the Living Legends podcast, which I'm a co-host on. Definitely appears quite a lot on there, as well as some gameplay episodes and streams that are done on Red Zone Rogue's channel, which obviously is a massive friend of this channel and everybody watching, I'm assuming. So yeah. Braden, welcome to the chat. Yeah, it's very specific numbers, 316. I think it's a wrestling reference. I'm not sure if you could confirm that, Ian, but it is a wrestling reference. So yeah, well done to Ian for just being a great guy in general. Braden, as well, you'll be proud of this, mate. Look at the state of this. Look at the amount of beers I'm having today. So I'm pretty much done on the first one. Then I'm going to crack open the Asahis. Then I've got 4 beers to get through today as well before 10 o'clock. Well, 10:15. I've got an hour or so to get through all of this. So it's going to be a similar state to how we were in at the Amaya's birthday party, if you remember that, my friend. So Braden, who's in the chat, is a family member. So shout out to him to coming on to support me for this monumental occasion, which is the 1,000 subscribers. Let's get sloppy. Yeah, let's get sloppy. Unplayable. Lovely old job. But yeah, it's Austin 316. I mean, wrestling. I used to play a lot of the games. I used to play a lot of the games on PlayStation, where you could like create your own wrestler character and then have him have different move sets of the different wrestlers. But I didn't really get into the actual event and the actual wrestle stuff. I didn't really get into that, but I played a lot of the games because it was cool, because you could create your own character and have him have like Scotty to Hotty's move sets, all the striking. Then you could make him have a choke slam, which is Kane. Is it Kane? Is it Kane's ability, choke slam? And then you've got or is that Undertaker? I can't remember. Undertaker is Tombstone. Is it Tombstone? I can't remember. Then you've got Stink Face like Rikishi and all that sort of thing. See, my knowledge is there of the certain people and stuff, but it's very limited. Anyway, good lad, get him down here. Absolutely, I will do, Braden. I will do. And we got to get some drinks down us as well during the Christmas period. So yeah, we need to make sure we do that. Fab Nordic, do you have any Swedish brand Melleruds? What does Melleruds mean? LSS Alex, congrats, as lad, tuned in from the studio here in New Zealand. Oh, mate. It was good to meet you as well. Alex Norville, right? Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, my friend. Today it's just going to be chatting garbage while drinking some drinks, because hitting 1,000 subscribers is a big milestone for me. And the fact that I don't really speak about the meta and the optimal lines of play and all that sort of thing, I still feel like my place really is Azalea. Just loving Azalea, loving the character, loving the underdog, representing the underdog no matter what the adversities might be. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what's coming for Azalea in the future. And LSS, if you're watching this, you know where to come for any Ranger or Azalea cards to be spoiled. But yeah, it was great to meet you at Worlds, and yeah, it's going to be a good year next year, that's for sure. So stay tuned for a couple of tidbits as to what you might come to expect from GoAgainGaming in 2023 shortly after you've had a few more beers. But Kane is the chokeslam, Taker was the tombstone, and the last ride. Okay, nice. Yeah, I know wrestling is massive over there. So apologies for my ignorance when it comes to wrestling, but I did play a lot of the games, as I said. Melleruds is the name of the brand of the beer. Oh, I see. I really think you would love it if you have it over there. Okay, nice. Hi there, Unplayable. Good to see you there. Yep, Unplayable was the Cavdane cosplayer at Worlds. So you can follow Unplayable on Twitter as well. So unplayer_able. So go and check him out as well if you haven't done so already. He's the guy that did Cavdane, and you probably would have seen, if you've watched the vlogs that I did, you probably would have seen the cosplay, because I was there with Olivia Gobert Hicks Prism, and Cavdane was there as well, and we had like a little chat going on there, so it's nice. So yeah. Cardboard Guard is saying, Grand Engin, you need to sub to Baubblehead as well. Yeah, I heard Baubblehead get shouted out in Red Zone Rogue's video today. Haven't checked him out personally, but obviously it's on the list. Also, we got another bot in the chat, girls118.xyz. Have a good time and find love. Thank you, Andrew, for getting rid of that. I'd like to see that people are on the ball, even if I'm not. Lovely old job. Dex and Drafts, hello again. I feel like it's becoming a much smaller world. So again, a lot of mutual friends, a lot of people that are in the community together as one to celebrate this game. Not just me rambling while drinking some drinks today. So yeah. Decks and drafts as well. We'll probably get you, or Joey, I should say, we'll probably get you on the Azalea Cult at some stage to speak about unconventional ways to play, because I know you have your favourite deck, the stupid Azalea tricks, which we'd love to speak about in more detail as well. So, and I think I've got quite an unconventional list for Azalea as well, so it would be good to compare and contrast our different styles as well. So 100% needs to be done. Patrick, sorry, as I have to leave, have to come back in the next 30 minutes. Maybe you won't end your stream. We'll still have some beers. Absolutely, Patrick. Yeah, so I probably will still. I'll be here until about 10:15. So I'll be here for another hour and a half at least, just chatting. We are definitely celebrating you as 1,000 is a wild milestone. Yeah, thank you very much for being here. It's definitely a nice number to see against your sort of, you know, your profile, your content creation thing. It's nice to see 1,000 subscribers there. But again, as I said before, you know, there's still a long way to go with regards to getting monetized on YouTube. On YouTube, to get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Now, we've obviously hit the 1,000 subscribers, which is great, and we have to hit 4,000 watch hours. Now, we are currently at 2,800 watch hours. So I think as time goes on, as more and more people tune into the sort of weekly streams that we do, that watch hours will go up. And therefore, once we hit those goals, we'll be able to start monetizing the content here on YouTube. But that's not a big thing for me. It's just a nice thing to have. A lot of you support me directly via Patreon, which is just the best way to support any creator, is to support them on Patreon on whatever tier. I really, really appreciate that, because it allows me as a person to quantify what my content is worth to people that are watching, right? It allows me to realise how much time should I put into this, how much effort should I put into this. But however, I put maximum time and effort into all my stuff anyway. I probably lose time, probably lose money doing this, but it's not for the money, it's not for the time, it's for the passion of the game and the people that surround the game as well. So thank you to everybody who's tuning in today, or now, or in the future, wherever you might be out there in the big wide world watching this. I really, really appreciate it. It's a big moment. And yeah, if you haven't joined the Discord already, links in the description box below to the link tree. You click on the link tree, click on the Discord, and you're in to just have updates into what's going on in GAG, in GoAgainGaming. Anyway, see you later, Patrick. Sorry I missed the chat there. Definitely maybe need to get a rematch in. Absolutely, Joey. I like it though. I like seeing Pursuit of Knowledge showing up a lot more other decks. Yeah, Pursuit of Knowledge is great. It's a lovely card. I like how I can enjoy this community even though I have never played Flesh and Blood. Absolutely, Mikachu. That's why this community is so amazing, is that the people that are involved in it at any level are just fantastic people all round. So it's nice that you can come to the stream, come to my channel, not even play the game, but still hang out and have a good time with good people. That's a fucking great sign of a good community and a good people, that a lot of people that have gathered round today to watch me chat shit about nothing, basically. Let's start racking those hours. Absolutely, Grand Engin. Any help is appreciated. But I know you all enjoy the content. Whether that's for just me as a person or the actual play lines of Azalea and the Azalea cult as well. Speaking about our supreme leader in all of her glory, Azalea has been a fucking massive godsend to this channel. I'm glad that I found a hero that I can just identify with and just love for what she is and what she represents in the world of Wraith. And albeit she is obviously hard to play and under-supported, and is hard to get any wins with her, period, it's just something that we can all latch onto. It's that hope. It's holding on to hope that one day we can really sort of come out of the woodwork and just pummel people to death. No pun intended to Joey's list. But yeah, it's just... Azalea's been great for this channel. The Azalea cult's been great for this channel. Speaking about our supreme leader has been fantastic. So everybody that's come here to watch Azalea content and share that passion from the deepest, darkest places of the pits, you're in the right place. So again, thank you very much for doing that. It's been a great journey, and thank you to LSS as well, if you are still watching this now or in the future, for allowing me to spoil the Sandscour Great Bow. And I know I spoke to James White recently on the vlog, and he did say that next year Azalea will be the business. That is a quote from James White. So make sure you are practicing with Sandscar Greatbow. I haven't personally. I'm very, very stubborn with my Dreadball list. But make sure you are getting your reps in with the Sandscar Greatbow, because apparently it is going to be one of the key pieces or components for the future design space of Ranger. Anyway, let me just check the chat here. 4K watch hours is easy if you live stream a major event. Yes, it is something that I plan to do, but there aren't any local stores near me, so I have to travel to get to one, which is quite hard to do when you are working a full-time job as well. So yeah, it's a bit difficult. Yeah, I think regular streams like Tuesday and Thursday will help with that, as well as a couple of other planned things that I plan to do going forward, which we'll get onto when we get onto the second or third beers. Anyway, I got my set, and Ranger needs to be spread. Hey, you're a babe. Cheers, Table Pit. You're also very, very good. Keep up the great work you do for UPF. There's going to be a lot of support for casual formats next year, I've heard. So keep it up. Grandang is saying, I love Pursuit of Knowledge. Fantastic. I joined to see you drunk. Yeah, well, we're not there yet, but we're getting... I've only had one beer, so we're just getting talkative now, aren't we? It's all about you, bud. Thanks, Jim. Cheers, mate. That's what it's all about. It's about the people. It's about the experiences and the people and the friends you make along the way, right? That's what it's all about. The game of Flesh and Blood is just a conduit to meeting other geeks and other nerds and other fantastic people. And the mission statement that LSS have is a fantastic way of bringing those types of people in that want to engage with people in the Flesh and Blood through the common language of playing great games, baby. That's all it is. Anyway, I was excited for a second. I wish I had more time to put into Flesh and Blood and creating content. It's hard with 2 kids, work and everything else. Absolutely. But I'm doing this because of the community, like you are pointing out. Exactly. That's what it's all about. The community is just what binds it all together, really. Obviously, as Flake said on Tommy's podcast today, the game is amazing, right? The game sets the foundation for the content creators to come in and make it sprout into a wonderful thing. So without the game, of course, the game is the most important thing, but obviously the people that are attracted to it as a result of this great game and the mechanics and the mission statement are the reason why we're here today. But yeah. I have a blitz idea for Azalea and Sandscar that I'm liking in my head. Fantastic, can't wait to see it. I love this community. Yeah, I love it too. Azucar, it's absolutely fantastic. The struggle is definitely real. 2 full-time jobs and 3 kids. It's difficult to find the time to record. Yeah, it is. It is difficult. But as long as you're, as long as when you are clicking record, when you are doing your thing, make sure you're passionate about it and you're speaking about something that you really, really love, and obviously people will gravitate towards you as a result of that. So yeah, that's why I've hit my stride with speaking about Azalea, because I absolutely love the character. Whether I'm good at it or bad at it, my passion shines through, and that's what people see, that's what people connect with, is the passion. So absolutely. I'm thinking more about using Cardaverous, high op numbers, to try and get both aim and dominate in one and try some shenanigans. Should be interesting. Yeah, Cardaverous is such a great card. Absolutely love it. But yeah, let's just get some beers down us. Right, let's get into the Asahis now, because these are bigger bottles. So we're getting to the Asahis. How do you even open this thing? Is it like that? Yeah, there we go. There it is. There it is, baby. No, that's not how you do it, is it? That's not a bottle opener? What's this going on here? Oh, is it that thing? Is it this? Yeah, there it is. That thing. Wow, look at me struggle trying to open a bloody bottle. What is going on? There we go. Nice. Asahi Super Dry. What's everybody's favourite drink in the chat? What's everybody's favourite drink? If you could have a drink right now and you had nothing to do tomorrow and you could get a little bit sort of tipsy and leery tonight, what would your drink of choice be? That's a question for the chat. I have never drank a beer in my life. Wow, there's a first time for everything. When you can, when it's legal, make sure you do it. You have to try everything at least once. You always have a bottle opener in your pocket, absolutely. Kumo Cass, congratulations on the 1K as. Thank you, Kumo Cass, for joining us today. We're just chatting and drinking some beers, having a good time with the people in the chat, with the people in the community, and just loving life in every single moment. That's what you have to do. Just take the moments on and just let them ride. Let them ride. Guarana, not a big alcohol fan. I don't know what that is. What's Guarana? Is it a sweet drink? Guarana, is that a sweet drink? A line of Irish catacombs. Car bombs. A line of Irish car bombs. What is that? What's a car bomb? Please explain. Please tell me more. Favourite beer is Kozel Dark from Czech Republic. Is that CZ Czech Republic? I think that's right, isn't it? Favourite drink is a nice strawberry mojito. Don't judge me. No, strawberry mojitos are nice. Mojitos are lovely. Very, very nice. Any sort of sweet, fruity drink is a nice one to get drunk on, because you just don't feel it hitting you. It's fantastic. I just finished work. I can find something to join you with. Oh, great, nice. Let's go, Joey. Let's have something. I know you like to drink as well, and probably more experimental and more sort of adventurous than me. I just like to drink carbonated water, according to Andrew in the chat. Irish red ale from my local tap room is my go-to. Ooh, lovely. Ice cold pint of Beavertown. Beavertown neck oil. What the fuck is that? Neck oil. I've got a bit of neck oil now at the moment, actually. Neck oil. Fuck me. Check. Irish car bombs are quite tasty. What is an Irish car bomb? Has someone explained that yet? What an Irish car bomb is? Oh, right, okay. It's a half pint of Guinness. You drop a shot that's half whiskey, half Bailey's. Oh my god, really? Bailey's, whiskey, and Guinness. Fuck me. Into the beer and then slam it back before it curdles. Oh, absolute animal. Absolute animal. Oh, fantastic. In 2 years, I'm 18. On my birthday, I'll be drunk as fuck, I'm telling you. Fantastic. Fantastic. Maybe in 2 years when we do a stream for 10k. Well, maybe not 10k in 2 years. But if we do maybe a 2k, 3k in 2 years' time, we can get drunk together then, yeah? Let's do it. It's legit. If we meet in Leeds, I'll bring you some. Okay, sounds good. If you want to get fucked up fast, car bombs. Right, okay. Right, okay. I can relate to that. I can relate to getting fucked up quickly. I can see there's about, 18, 19 concurrent viewers in the chat. If you could all click that like button, if you haven't done so already. Let's even that out a little bit. Come on. Says the guy that dies for shoeies. Yeah, we'll do some shoeies as well. So, who knows what a shoey is in the chat? Oh, apparently the TV is going to be turned off in 5 minutes. Let me just turn that off. Who knows what shoey is? FML, that doesn't sound nice to be honest, but everyone has their different preferences. Exactly. Nice to see the likes going up as well. Thank you very much for doing that for me. So I do one for you as, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Andrew, for approving that. So a shoey basically means you just pour your drink of choice into a shoe, and then you drink it out of the shoe, basically. I wish I had the video to show you. Can I show you the video of me doing a shoey? Somehow. I've got a video to show you actually today that I filmed today. I've got so many notifications on my phone as well at the moment. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. Being a content creator is I don't want to sound braggish or arrogant or anything, but someone who is a figure in the community, I'd say. You look at your phone, you look at your Discord and stuff, and there's always like notifications. There's always things. There's always information coming in at you, right? So it's very tiring mentally to keep doing this because you're always getting notifications. Your Discord, the community is always going off there, so I always get notified of Discord chats and stuff. So it's quite mentally draining. I don't know where I was going with that conversation. But I was trying to find the video of a shoey, and it's on Twitter somewhere, but I just don't know where it is. Because I posted it on there, didn't I? For people that follow me on Twitter, I did post it on Twitter of me doing a shoey out of my Vans. So yeah, shoey is good fun. LSS Alex, mate, I've had a few nasty shoeies in time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Maybe next time when we meet up, Alex, we need to do a shoey. I don't mind. I don't mind the shoe, or I'll drink out of your shoe. Whatever works, mate. To be honest. But yeah, shoeies they're good fun. You know, it's like one of those things that you do if you don't care about, you know, the repercussions. You're just living life in the moment, just for the crack. And rightly so. That's what you should be doing, because you never know when it can all end. You never know when it can all end. So just live life in the moment, do something crazy, and just have a great time. That is my outlook in life, really. So yeah. A shoey sounds disgusting. Yeah, it would be to the sort of normal onlooker. If you imagine just sat there having a nice drink like this, just loving life, just sat there, just chilling, and you look across the table and there's someone just fucking sat there drinking out of a shoe, and it's just like, wow. You have to be in the space, right? You have to be in that headspace where you don't give a shit about what's going on around you. And sometimes that's good, and sometimes it can be, well, it can always be good. Don't care about what other people think. Just do your own thing, and sometimes it works out, like it has done for me, I guess. Just be yourself, and people gravitate towards you. Such an animal, absolutely, Brad. Yeah, after a big day of walking around in the venue. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, after a long day of walking around in the venue, sometimes you need to knock back a shoey. After you've treading your own sort of sweat all day, just gives it a bit of extra flavour. Do you know what I'm saying? A bit of extra sort of saltiness, bit of extra something. Smooths out the flavour a little bit. Well, that escalated quickly. But yeah, there we go. Cracked a beer, rusty red ale in your honour. Oh, fantastic! Cheers, mate. Cheers. I'll tell you what I could do. If you're in the Discord, there is a drink section in the Discord, isn't there? So for people that are in the Discord on GoAgainGaming, there is a drink section in there, right? So if you want to post a picture of you drinking or a picture of your drink, I can flash it up on the screen for you. That's ultimate engagement, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's do that. So if you're in the Discord, take a picture of your drink. I'll try and bring up the Discord now, and I will flash up the drink that you are drinking in the chat in real time. Let's do that. So who's up for the challenge of doing that? Let me know once you've posted it, because I can't be looking at Discord all the time. But yeah, let's knock back a few sips of this Asahi. Now we do have a strict time limit today, because the other day when I was streaming the Just Chatting, I pissed off my girlfriend a little bit, because I was streaming till God knows how, well, about 11 o'clock when she had work the next day, and I was just chatting like at this volume, and as you can probably tell, my docile British tones when you're trying to go to sleep is probably not what you want. So yeah. But yeah, so we got a curfew today of 10:15 UK time, which is about an hour and a half away. So Joey's already put his drink in the chat in the Discord. That's fantastic engagement. Let me just see if I can get that up now then. So we are just on this face cam, so that shouldn't interfere with anything in the streams. Let me just bring that up for you. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. Decks and Drafts. He's got a picture of himself in there as well. What a lovely old job. Right, let's get that up then, shall we? Now, how do I... let me just go on to studio mode one moment. So I'm just editing this live on the stream. That's what I mean, though. If I can do this sort of shit in my own office, like switching scenes and all that sort of thing, I can stream a live event. Easy. And make it really sick looking as well. So maybe we'll see that in the future as streams of live events from somewhere. We'll see. Right then, so let me just go on to this screen. Try and flash up a... Yeah, that works. We'll do that. Okay, so let's go over to this one. So obviously this is currently the screen. Let me just make sure I haven't got any sort of dirty websites on here or anything. Let me just close that. I'm just listening to basically for content creators out there. If you want like something that you can sort of chill out to and have on your streams and have on your videos and stuff, White Bat Audio is something that you should subscribe to, because they do all sorts of royalty-free music. So you can use that for your backgrounds, you can use that for your videos, and you won't have to worry about copyright strikes. So go check out White Bat Audio if you want awesome sound and awesome music in your videos. So let me just make sure Discord is open. Well, we got we got some awesome submissions here. This is fantastic. This is great. So you've subbed. Thank you, Ranks in. Thank you very much. If you're in the Discord, link in the description box below. Go and post a video, not a video, a picture of what you're drinking. But we got some awesome ones here. We got some awesome ones. And it's great to see that level of engagement already. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. It means a lot. So let me just minimise this, and then we can have a look at these. All right, so oh, this is fantastic. Okay, right. There we go. Look at this. So we've got Joey from Decks and Drafts. There he is. There he is. Joey from Decks and Drafts over the fucking Red Irish or whatever it was. What did you say it was? What did you say? Red, rusty red. Oh, it sounds like something you'd find on Urban Dictionary. Oh yeah, I gave her a rusty red last night. Oh, rusty red. There he is, Joey from Decks and Drafts. What a guy. Expect to see him on an Azalea Cult episode shortly, or at some stage. Then we have Mika Chu. As you can see, you got the background there. You can see the stream going on in the background. Fantastic. Just showing a picture of your water. Sensible. Well done. Very, very well done. Fantastic. Lovely old job. And we got It's Only Sven. Look at that. San Miguel glass as well. Oh, baby. That's a good one. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers, everybody. And thanks a lot to Chris here. Who I think that's you, isn't it? That's Chris. That's Chris there. Chris Tucker. Right. Chris Tucker Gaming on YouTube. That's you. Please forgive me if it's not. I think it is. I think I've married up the Discord names well enough. But thank you, if it is you, for becoming a patron recently of the channel. It means a lot. Thank you very much. This is for you, sir. Fantastic. Cheers, mate. Mikachu saying water is not beer. Seba Korji from the Netherlands posting a Pepsi Max in the chat here. Look at that. There we go. Someone's got to be healthy, haven't they? Someone's going to have to be, you know, the person that looks after all of us when we're all getting leery. Seba Korji is the one who's going to be doing that today. Just drinking his Pepsi Max there with his keyboard in front of him. Lovely old job. Thanks for contributing there, Seba Korji. Absolute legend. Or Andres, I should say. I just know you by Seba Korji in the Discord. I'm so sorry. Sweeney Towering Titan. There he is. Look at that. Brewdog. What a man. What a man. I actually did appear on Sweeney's channel as well. So if you search on Towering Titan on YouTube, there is an interview that I did with Chris maybe 6 months ago or so now. But yeah, nice one. Cheers, Chris. Thanks a lot, mate. Hopefully see you in the flesh and blood in Leeds in January. Hopefully. We'll see. Cheers, dude. Oh, who's this? Fab TCG cards. Oh, look at that. We'll go back to that in a minute. Kalo D, not drinking at the moment, but I would have been drinking this. So this is the this is the thing you said about in the chat, right? The beer you sort of said about. Nice tall glass there as well. I love that. Love that. And then we've got Fab TCG cards who's carving a turkey. He's carving a turkey. I'm sorry if there's any vegans out there in the chat. Jim is currently carving a turkey and having a beer there. Look at that. Just got a big turkey leg just hanging around. God, I wish I was around your house, Jim, having that. Lovely old job. Fuck me. Chris Tucker Gaming, that was you. Fantastic. Cementelium, Seba Korji, Andres, Name. I will join the drunk mood sober. Absolutely. That's a skill. That is a skill. If you can get on that level with everybody else, when everybody else around you is having a whale of a time, getting drunk and stuff. If you can be on that same level, having no drinks, that is some skill. That is some skill. But yeah, Jim from Fab TCG Cards, co-founder of the Azalea Cult. Thank you very much, Jim. This is for you, sir. And that meal looks fucking fantastic. Is that turkey? Is it? Oh. Wowee, that looks good. That looks good. And there we come to the end of the of the drink submissions for now. But yeah, that is fantastic engagement. Just want to say thank you very much for doing that. That is awesome. So let's just get rid of this display capture and then go back to the face cam. That was so funny. That was so funny. Thank you, everybody. If you still want to do that, if you still feel like you can post a drink in there, then that's what the Discord is for. And we'll get some more up as time goes on. But that was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. Very spare of the moment thing. Very spare of the moment there. Just capturing the display in real time. So luckily I didn't have any dodgy things up at the time. Otherwise that could have been disastrous for the 1000k celebration stream. But yeah, good times all round. From a craft brewery near me. Fantastic. Thanksgiving turkey. Oh, baby. Yeah, nice. I can get behind Thanksgiving. Just eating loads of food, having lots of drink, having a great time. Yeah. I can send my homework I'm doing right now. Yeah. I don't think we'd be able to help you because obviously you said the other day that you were very, very good at maths in school and stuff. So I don't know if we can help because I was rubbish at maths. And so keep studying, keep doing your homework. I did not do my homework in school. And that's why I'm doing this now. Because I didn't do my homework. I had to try and think of something else to do. But yeah, having a whale of a time nonetheless. Make sure you do that. Well done. And yeah, I hope you're not... obviously, we had you on the stream the other day. Make sure you stay away from those dickheads at school that are just wasting their life. Okay? Make sure you do that. Well done. Anyway, I do it because I don't have anything else to do. Well, you're here today. So hopefully this isn't distracting you from the homework. But we appreciate you nonetheless. Hey, it's a match plural in the UK. Hey, is match a plural in the UK? Match, no. Math. Oh, so it's maths. Yeah, so in UK we study maths, not math. So math is an American thing. Potentially a German thing as well. Because I know, Mika, you're German. You say math as well, don't you? Math without the S on the end. Is that right? Getting through this Asahi, Jim, that's for sure. Right, what else can I show you? I can show you the video that I recorded earlier. Let's see that, shall we? I'll show you the video that I recorded earlier before I hit the 1k. So let me just go over to that. Let me just mute this desktop audio for now. So there should be no music now, hopefully. There should be no music now. So let's just go on to this screen here. And then we'll do this one. So let me just mute my microphone quickly. I'll show you this video I recorded on my phone earlier today. So for people that are watching this is a pre-recorded video of a potentially a historic moment for GoAgainGaming, as we are currently sat on 999 subscribers. We need one more. And I've got a feeling that if I leave this video running, nice greasy forehead, we'll hit 1,000 for today's celebration. So yeah, there was it's a Thursday today, so normally I do stream on Thursdays. I normally do the Azalea online, which has been one of the sort of concurrent streaming things that I do every week now. But I did change it today to a will we hit 1k? Will I celebrate 1k today? And it looks like we probably will. We're at 999 subscribers right now. This stream that you're seeing right now is going to be a celebration stream rather than an Azalea online stream. So we're going to be potentially, if we hit it, I'm going to keep refreshing this page to see if we can get it on the video live, even though this is a pre-recorded video. So we're going back and forth in time now. Where we can just sit down and crack some drinks, and I can go through the plan for GoAgainGaming in 2023. I was going to make a video about it, and I probably still will make a video for people that missed the live stream. But I do have a load of things planned for next year, and obviously 1k and beyond. So yeah, hopefully we're going to get to the 1,000 on this video that you might be seeing right now. Where's my reaction? It's coming soon. I can't even hear it. All I can do is watch it. It is a monumental moment for the YouTube channel. I know it's just a number, but it is a number that allows you to become monetized on YouTube. And there it is. Fuck my ass. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Sorry for the language. Subscribers. Wow. Will I celebrate 1K today? Yes, I will. If you don't know, I do work a normal job. I'm sat here with my headset on, just waiting to take a call about a fucking park home. So yeah, I work in the property market, and working from home today. And yeah, we just hit 1K. So during my lunch break, I'm going to go grab some beers, which you probably will see me, or would have already seen me consume by the time I show the audience this video. But wow, we got there. We got there today. That's pretty mental, and that's got to be part, in part thanks to the giveaway, which is also happening as well. So obviously you probably would have seen that as well. The giveaway includes a azalea mat, which has got obviously art on there, which I've commissioned. So it's also got a little signed as thing on there as well. It also includes an Azalea Cult membership card, which has a personal thank you note for helping me achieve 1K. It's got the James White. I think the video's finished, but that's pretty much my my reaction to getting 1,000 subscribers earlier today. Because there was a giveaway, so the giveaway helped quite a lot. So the giveaway at the moment it's a Twitter giveaway, so you have to be on Twitter to be able to claim it. But it is the LSS gave me the Sandscour Great Bow to spoil, right? They gave me the Marvel Sandscour Great Bow to spoil, and I thought, what better way to celebrate 1K, but then giving that Marvel Great Bow to somebody else? Because yeah, why not? I think it's a fantastic thing to give away. It was a fantastic moment as well for me to. It's been a great few months, to be honest. I got my first spoiler card. I've hit 1,000 subscribers. Going into 2023 on a massive high, and yeah, I've got the community to thank, the people that sort of tune into my videos, appreciate what I do. And yeah, it's great to have such a passionate audience, and people that I've just come into contact with so far. So yeah, it's just been a wild ride recently. Congrats, thank you very much, Hamsack. Thank you very much, Push the Point as well. Go and make sure you check them out as well. A fantastic UK-based podcast, which focus on the entirely opposite to what I do. They speak about everything optimization. They have some awesome guests on their podcast as well to speak about the meta, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, and all that sort of thing. So if you want pure knowledge, make sure you go to Push the Point. But Gruder, Gag, GoAgainGaming to 2K. It's down to you. It's down to people like you, Gruder, that are sort of just sort of pushing me forward all the time. It's the people that's the best thing about this. What a milestone! So good to see the UK. Big up. Yeah, it's good to see you here as well, mate. I know we haven't really collaborated. Maybe we should. I know I spoke to you in the airport about What's the Card, and I'm going to be showing a clip of that shortly, actually. So depending on how long you can stick around, you might be able to see the video that I've sent to a lot of people, a lot of panels that are going to be involved about the What's the Card series. So probably I've got a video to show people for that. After the next beer, after the next Asahi, I'll spoil some more stuff as to what I'm going to be doing in 2023. But yeah, it's. Are you going to Leeds? Are you going to Leeds, Hamish? So I think I should be hopefully going to be going to Leeds. Yeah, we are waiting for your quiz night. Yes, absolutely. That's what What's the Card is. We'll get to that soon. Gag the Nosebreaker. I don't break. Oh yes, I do break noses. You're completely right, Mikashu. You're completely right. Oh my god, you remembered that? Fucking hell. You're not, but the other two are. Okay, so Simon and Dan are going from Push to Point. Okay, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, you can't make everything, can we? That's the thing. It's just it's too tough to be everywhere all at once. It's a tough thing. But yeah, I look forward to going up there again. When I went to Living Realms, the shop, it was good fun. The guys there are fantastic, and I think they're the ones organising it, aren't they? Living Realms. Oh, it's your son's birthday that day. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. Happy birthday! How old is he going to be? How old is he going to be on that day? And has he put a Briar list together yet? Man, my hair is all over the place right now. It's so annoying. Yeah, I feel you. 13. Wow. Nice. The first teenage year then you have to deal with. Fantastic. Awesome. Cool. Right, so I've got one more beer to go through, and then we're gonna spoil some more stuff. Yeah, it's great to have everybody here, wherever you might be out there watching right now, whether it's now, in the future, wherever you might be out there in the big wide world watching this. It's just great to have you here for this moment. It's a fantastic milestone to hit, and again, we still got a lot of work to do before we become monetized on YouTube. Because again, for people that are watching this now or catching it live that weren't here before, in order to be monetized on YouTube, you do have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours on YouTube, which I'm currently at 2,800 watch hours. So we've still got 1,200 to go, but hopefully the streams weekly will help with that, achieving that goal next. So once we hit 4,000 watch hours, that would be awesome. It's not about the money. It's not about all of that sort of thing. It's not about, you can't even make a living off YouTube these days unless you have patrons backing you and other affiliate links and sponsors and all that sort of thing. YouTube, the monetary value of YouTube is garbage. It really is. So it's not about the money. It's about sharing the passion of the game in all of its aspects. Whether that's, obviously I'm not the channel to go to if you're interested in meta or hyper optimization, but if you like casual content, if you like Azalea, of course, you can come to expect a lot of content on Azalea. There's a lot more fun stuff coming on the channel as well going forward, which has nothing to do with flesh and blood gameplay or hyper optimization lists or anything like that. It's a lot different, and people that have tuned into the stream previously on the sort of what's the card sections will know what I'm talking about, because there's people that have partaked in a version of what I'm going to be producing with lots of people from all over the world, lots of panels already confirmed for this. So it's going to be fun. So that's a good segue. I could probably go into a little bit of a spoiler for that now, actually. So let's just go into that, shall we? Just realised that the desktop audio isn't even on. So when I showed you the clip of me reacting to 1,000 subscribers, I didn't even turn the music back up. So yeah, let's turn the music back up a little bit, shall we? I think this is the okay volume. Let me know in the chat whether this music is not overpowering my voice. That would be fantastic. Sorry, I haven't even read the chat recently. FML, Kevin and Perry. Kevin and Perry Go Large, mate. It's such a sick film. Literally just doing, oh yeah, imagine that, doing eyeball Paul on stream. Volume is good. Cheers, mate. Cards with Az. Yes, Fab TCG cards. I could do that. Music is good. Fantastic. Thanks for confirming. Yeah, Cards with Az is it could be like a little mini series, couldn't it? But What's the Card is one of the main things I'm going to be producing going into the new year, and that's going to be a quiz game show with lots of people. So we're going to show you a little clip of that now for people that haven't seen it before. Obviously, people in the VIP zone, patrons of the channel, would have seen it already. But yeah, congrats on 1K. But I've got to go. I guess I won't be seeing you drunk. Nah, it probably wouldn't have happened in 2 hours. I've got a lot of beers to go through, got a lot of stuff to show, a lot of interesting things to speak about. But yeah, it should be combined with the quiz, or could stand alone as a mini series. Also, yeah, I think there's going to be episodes where I speak entirely in an American accent, so that could be fun. That could be fun indeed. So yeah, let's just go on to the other screen now. Let me just dim the music again. So music should now be dimmed. And let's go on to this screen here. So I don't want to be playing this video again. Get rid of that. Okay, so let's go on to the What's the Card video. I think it's on here anyway. Is it on here? Maybe it's not on here. Maybe I haven't put it on there. Oh no, I was going to show it on YouTube. That's what I was going to do. Okay, that's fine. We can do it on here. So let me just go onto this quickly. I'll be able to show you. I'll just switch back to this camera first, and then we'll be able to show you the What's the Card. So this What's the Card is currently on my YouTube, but it is not a video that you can watch unless you've got a link to it. So it's private video. So what you're going to be able to see now is completely private, and nobody would have seen it before, apart from the people that are in the Discord and the VIP zone. Patrons of the channel would have already seen this. But if you haven't, then this is the first time you're going to be able to see it. It should be combined with... Oh, I've already read the chat. Never mind. So let's go on to the video now. Where is it? It'll be on my videos, won't it? Your videos. Not on public display for everyone to see. Okay, right. So here it is. WTC intro pitch. So this is basically what I was sending everybody that I wanted to be involved with this at the first glance. So this is what I was sending everybody. Let me just see if I can get the display capture sorted now then. So let's go on to this one. Display capture. There we go. I should turn the desktop audio back up. So the footage that is used in this sort of teaser, I have to run for Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, cheers, Jim. Thanks for joining us. And that Thanksgiving dinner looks absolutely awesome, mate. I wish I could get in on that. But yeah, to 5K, we'll see. Well, I'm sure we'll get there eventually. Well, I don't know when, but maybe we have to start speaking about meta lists. Maybe we'll get there then. Right then, so let's play this. My invite must have got lost in the mail. No, it's I only wanted to reach out to a certain few people first, and then if they liked the idea, then sort of spread it out. So I've got the first few couple of things lined up. And then we're gonna expand it, but I want to do like a pilot episode first. So I've only shown a couple of people this, but that's what I'm showing you now. I'm showing you this now. So the footage that is in this is actually from previous Ultimate Pit Fight games that I edited, which took a fucking long time, by the way. So if you've seen those Ultimate Pit Fight series with Red Zone Rogue, DM Armada, and the Spike Feeders, I edited all of those videos, and it took me about 70 hours for each video. And on my channel, they got about 300 views. But that's what you have to do sometimes, right? That's what you have to do as a content creator. You need to put all of your time and energy into something that gets fuck all views because you just love it, right? That's what you have to do. Simple as that. Anyway, let's just play this. Again, this is just a draft version at the moment. This is going to be the intro, potentially. My hair in that fucking video. Fuck me. And a nice little fart sound to round it off. So yeah, should be good fun. So basically, What's the Card is a game show which is all based on guessing the card name from either the art, the flavor text, or the mechanics of the card in question. So normally on each episode there's going to be me that's going to be hosting it, of course, on GoAgainGaming, and then there's going to be 3 others as well that are going to be in the panel or such. So yeah. It's going to be good fun. Obviously, it's going to be a online buzzer as well to determine who wants to buzz in first and all that sort of thing. I've worked it out already. It's going to be fantastic fun, and yeah, I just can't wait to bring a series to the forefront, which is just not about the game. Well, it is about the game to a certain extent, but it's just having fun with it. It's not about the optimal lines of play. It's never about the optimal lines of play anyway with GoAgainGaming, let's be honest. But it's just going to be a fun series featuring a load of different content creators and shining a light on them as well, giving them some airtime, giving them the chance to plug their own stuff as well, and just sharing the love of this game in a different light and just having fun with it as well, and testing people's general knowledge on the game as well, testing their knowledge on the game and about classes they might not even play as well. So it should be good fun. But yeah, I feel like someone should sing a really crappy sounding theme song over the top of this. Yeah, I mean, did you hear the music? Did you hear the or was it muted? Did you hear the music, or was it muted when I played it? Because there was music on the video, like a really cheesy sort of game show-esque thing. Did you hear the music or not? Oh, okay, you heard it. Okay, but you want some vocals there. You want some vocals over the top, just like a really eggy sort of, what's the card? You know, like a proper eggy style vocals. Is that what you're saying? We heard it. Okay, cool. You all heard it. That's nice. But yeah, I've got some good plans for that series. Should be fun, at least, to have another piece of sort of ongoing and regular content, which is not about just meta lists and all that sort of thing, because there's too much of that. I think there's too much meta speak out there. Congrats again, Az. Gotta go as the wife is home and gotta be sociable. Here's to many more thousands. Cheers, mate. Again, thanks for becoming a patron recently. It means a lot to us as content creators. It allows us to quantify what our content is worth to some people out there. So again, thank you very much for hanging out today. Hope you enjoyed your drink, and yeah, go spend time with the lady. Okay, I'm back. I'm hoping that I didn't miss anything important. No, we just played the What's the Card teaser. So Patrick, welcome back again. Thanks for being a patron of the channel. The thing I just played was a teaser to the What's the Card game show series, which should be fun. Okay, that's too much energy. It needs to be more like post, drink, 5-sounding schlock, like someone thought this was karaoke and just ended up making lyrics. Yeah! That could be good. Jacques Vajira, congratulations. Welcome to the chat. Thank you very much for joining us today. Yeah, again, we're just chilling out today, having a good time, drinking some drinks, and we're nearly finished beer number 3. So let's just get that down now, shall we? Yep, I saw this. Very nice. You look totally different without the mustache. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so in that last video that you saw, I had really long hair. Really bushy hair. I hadn't really cut my hair since lockdown, basically, in the UK. So in that video, I had a massive lion's mane, basically, that I had not cut in about 3 years. So yeah, it's a lot tamer now. It's more, I'd say, more styled, but it's obviously the mullet and stuff. Mustache is just something I've done recently, because obviously it's Movember. So Movember is you have a stupid facial hairstyle, but I think I might keep it. We will see. I've asked for some new graphics to be done as a result of the 1K celebration, and in that graphic there's going to be a character based on me, which is going to have the mustache. I think I might be obliged to keep it now. But I might ask the artist to do a mustache version and a non-mustache version, but we'll see. Anyway, but it's Movember, so I have a mustache too. Exactly, mustaches all round recently. But yeah, I'll go back onto the other screen, and I can show you a sketch that is to do with the 1K celebration mat that we're getting. So yeah, let's go over to the other screen now. We can show you that. Where are we? So it's this screen here. Let me just get rid of the display capture. So for people that have followed me for a while will know that I have had a lot of art commissioned. and a lot of graphics commissioned as well, based on sort of flesh and blood characters in like a sort of anime-ish style. Now, I'm going to be using this artist again to do the 1,000 subscriber celebration playmat, which a lot of you have signed up to get, so thank you very much for that. So obviously, if I just go on to this little slideshow here, so the artist that I've commissioned has done these pieces here that you can see. So I'm going to flash these up in front of you now, a little slideshow. So the artist that I'm getting done for the 1K celebration mat has done all of these graphics that you can see on screen now. So obviously there's 2 azaleas there, or 3 azaleas I should say. That was actually the first azalea we had done from this artist. And then we got a few more characters as well. Dorinthia. But yeah, the same person who's going to be doing the 1K mat is the person who did these pieces of art here, Dromai, and we've got another one on the end of this as well. So yeah, it's going to be myself on the playmat, as well as Azalea as well. So yeah, that's those pieces of work there that you can see in front of you are from the artist that is going to be doing our 1K celebration mat as well. It's nothing ridiculous, you know. It's not like I'm not commissioning a flesh and blood artist or anything to do it. It's just more my sort of style. You know, some quirky little characters and stuff that represent the channel. Azalea has been a massive part of the channel and a massive part of my flesh and blood journey, so she needs to be on there in some shape or form. And then obviously my character as well, just me, needs to be on there as well, just celebrating. So this is the sketch that's been done so far. This is very, very early days, but I'll show you that now. So this is the sketch. As you can see, it's very similar to the Lexi pose. And that was one of the references that I gave the artist, is to say, right, basically, do Azalea in this Lexi pose, because obviously she looks really, really happy. She's loving life, and obviously the character in the background there is probably going to be me. But I have asked the artist to do more of like a full body shot rather than me being in the background. So yeah, it's gonna look cool when it's done. But yeah, I can't wait to get that. Because I just love that style. I grew up on sort of Final Fantasy and those sorts of, you know, those cool looking characters like the Final Fantasy style characters. And I love that style. So yeah, that's going to be the little sketch for the 1K. But obviously the figure in the background is going to be more in the foreground as well, because that figure in the background is supposed to be me. But again, as you can see here, very, very early stages of the sketch. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how that turns out. So yeah, that's that. We got our last piece of art back from the concept artist that we have been working with over the past year or so. So this is an update with regards to what's happening with those assets as well. So for people that have followed the channel, know that I do have a store up on the internet, GoAgainGaming.com, where you can actually get loads of different playmats based on these concepts that I've had done for me. But after the first year of doing this, it's not working out with regards to the cost to the consumer for the playmats themselves, because I don't actually stock them. So it's basically a model where if a customer places an order, the person who manufactures it then ships the order to the customer, and that is a very expensive way of doing it. So that's why the prices are high on GoAgainGaming.com. They are very high in comparison to other content creator mats that you can get. So that model is changing in the new year. But we recently did have the last concept back from the artist, which is really, really cool, and that's this one here. This is Azalea in the Sky City is what I'm calling it. So this is basically a concept of Azalea just peering out over potentially metrics or some form of futuristic cyberpunk city. But this is just, again, the artist that I work with is very concepty. There's not much detail. It's more like a raw image of what could be a piece of art. But yeah, still really, really awesome. Still love the aesthetic here as well. And it's just like Azalea perching on top of one of the highest buildings in Metrics, looking out all of the Sky City and searching out her next mark. And quite a fitting piece of art as well, because I do think the next set that we go to is going to be like a Pits Metrics set, or at least going to be Pits Metrics set going into the next year. It's going to be definitely going to be something there. Because as we know, James White said that Azalea is going to be expanded upon next year, and she's going to be the business next year. So yeah, this is nice piece of concept art that we got back. This is the final bit that we've got. We've worked with this artist for the last year or so now, and she's done some awesome work for us. And all of this art that we've collated, again, you can see it all on GoAgainGaming.com anyway, because it is all available to buy on there. But yeah, it's a tad expensive at the moment just because of the current model, but that will all be changing in the new year. And the new playmats that we're going to have for the 1K subscribers is going to be a new model, and therefore a lot cheaper for people to get if they want to support the channel directly. So yeah, you can keep up to date with all that in the Discord in the link description box below. But yeah, this is a nice piece to end on from the artist here. But so I just thought I'd show that as well, which I think is quite cool. But yeah, let's finish this off. Still got an hour or so to go before we wrap up tonight. But I appreciate everybody who's been here today, whether you're watching this now or back in the future. It's been fantastic just to hang out and just enjoy this moment of hitting 1,000 subscribers. I'm just reading the chat here. Azalea can't be happy. She is living in eternal bitterness. Absolutely. Interesting. Catch you all later. I have to deal with the family for American Thanksgiving. Yeah, so Thanksgiving is happening right now in America, so I can appreciate a lot of the American viewers are going to have to do that tonight as well. So I hope you all have a fantastic time. And I know I would be. If I was Thanksgiving, I would be drinking, I'll be eating, I'll be doing all sorts of debauchery today. But yeah, nice. I want it. Oh, you want that one? Well, yeah. Well, it might become available in the future. Who knows? Congrats on the 1K subbed since the Goofy Monarch Law voiceovers. Yeah, Cryshock. I remember you've been here since the beginning. And yeah, we did some weird videos back in the day. But you got to start somewhere, right? You have to just put yourself out there and just do what you love. And obviously voiceovers and all that sort of thing is something that I really, really enjoy doing, to be honest. I really, really enjoy doing voices and voiceovers and all that sort of thing. So it was nice to start somewhere. Obviously you have to start somewhere. Everybody who is a creator, everybody who's in the space starts on 0 followers, 0 subscribers. 0, nothing, absolutely perpetual void of people. So yeah, you have to start somewhere, and I thought I'd put my sort of voice talents to use on those early videos. So thanks for being with us for so long. Makes a big difference for sticking around. Cryshock, what's been your favourite piece of content that I've done over the last year or so? TCG Ted coming in. Congrats on the 1K. Huge achievement. Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate it. And apparently you were at Worlds. I'm completely must have missed you there. Because Grand Engin in the chat was saying you was at Worlds. So I must have just completely missed you. The thing is as well with like Twitter and stuff, I don't watch too much YouTube and don't watch too much content because I have my own to create, right? So I don't spend too much time on YouTube because I'm creating my own stuff for it, if that makes sense. So I don't even know your face, TCG Ted. I don't even know your face, to be honest. I know you've been on Twitter, but I haven't engaged with you directly, so I didn't know what you looked like, so I couldn't recognise you or anything. So it's just one of those things, really. But I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in on the chat today, and we are having a few drinks today. Yeah, been blasting the Raw Worlds vlogs in work. Oh, really? The Raw ones? Well, I think I'm going to be doing a. I think I'm going to be doing the 4-hour Ultimate Cut vlog soon. I think it's a piece of content that a few avid enjoyers of my general energy will watch. So I think I am going to do the 4-hour extended edition, a Zack Snyder cut on the vlog. So it will be available to see if anybody wants to watch it. So yeah, I'm sure we'll do that eventually. There's a lot of content on there, so it would be a shame for it to go to waste. We missed each other, no worries. It was a whirlwind. Yeah, it was a whirlwind. I was caught up in so much stuff. It was just there was no rest for the wicked. I was only there for 5 days, and it just felt like I was just doing stuff all the time. Whether that's going out for food, coming back, playing a side event, going back to the hotel for a piss because the toilets were awful, going to an artist to get cards signed for someone, and it was an absolute whirlwind. It was such a great time though. Really, really enjoyed it. So can't wait for the next event in the USA, that's for sure. Hopefully, depending on whether Realm Games confirm in time, but I should be able to go back to the USA to Columbus, Ohio for the Realm Games event, potentially. We will see, which involves a road trip with Flake and Tommy Fresh from Fresh and Buds. So that should be fun. But yeah, nearly finished this one now. And we're on to our third. So we're on to our third beer now. This is a big bottle of Asahi though, so I'm making my rate of drinking is not as quick as I thought it was going to be. So we're going to have another Asahi now. It's a big bottle. It's a big old bottle. But yeah, that is right down the road from me, so I should be there. Columbus, I mean. Okay, nice. Yeah, well, that's definitely going to happen. Let me just put the music back on because I keep forgetting to turn it back off. But yeah, Columbus, Ohio should be good fun. I really, really do hope it's. I've heard a lot of stories that it's going to be that the last one was just absolutely fantastic from a lot of the East Coast USA lot that are creating content and stuff. I heard that it was an absolute blast, so I cannot wait to go there if it does happen. So I'm just waiting for the confirmation from Keith as to when the dates will be, and then I can book the flights and make sure I make an appearance over there. So that'll be fantastic if I could go. But yeah. So yeah, just going to sink some more drinks, I guess. Have we had any more drink pictures in the Discord? No. That was a fantastic moment, though. Just everyone posting their drinks in Discord. That was absolutely amazing. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Again, wherever you might be out there, thank you for tuning into this. I'm just loving the moment, living life in the moment, celebrating 1,000 subscribers on GoAgainGaming, and it's going to be a good year for people that have tuned into this channel. Again, you know that I'm not a meta head. You know I don't care about optimal lines of play. You know I don't care about meta decks or anything like that, right? So next year is going to be a great time for casual players of Flesh and Blood. Because as we know, PvE is going to be coming out, and it's going to be an amazing. I also think that the product that Professor Tolarian Community College announced at Worlds is going to be a new player friendly, casual-esque experience, similar to. I think it's going to be similar to the Game Nights product from Magic the Gathering. So if anybody knows about the Game Nights product from Magic the Gathering, I think it's going to be similar to that, where you can just play it out of the box with multiple people. The decks are already made, but it sort of promotes a board game style feel where you can play with people of any skill level and still have a good time, but a casual time as well. Because I think that's one of the main things that is missing from Fab at the moment is a casual scene, because not everybody is a pro player. Not all of us are going to get top 8 Pro Tour, Pro Quest, whatever you want to call it, results. There's only a select few that are going to get that far, right? The rest of us are just loving the game. the casual market is the most untapped in the entire space, right? So that is going to be expanded upon, and when you expand upon that, when you start doing PvE, when you start doing cooperative gameplay against a boss or potentially a group of 3 against one person who is like the dungeon master who uses the boss deck or what have you, that promotes an entirely different experience. And obviously, as we've seen on the Yoji page, it uses words like party, like campaign and stuff. So I think going into 2023, the casual section or casual sector of Flesh and Blood is going to explode massively going forward, and that is how you grow a game. Yes, there needs to be an amazing circuit and Pro Tour and all that sort of thing, and that is what Magic left behind, right? They were just like, fuck this, fuck organised play, CBA with that. Flesh and Blood picked that up and ran with it, and there is a amazing scene for the Pro Tour and all that sort of stuff, and the World Championships as we've seen recently. But the casual side of it, albeit there is, casual side events and all that sort of thing, that needs to be expanded upon and explored more going into 2023. So actually that's why we're going to get PvE. That's why I predict that Professor Tolarian Community College's product is going to be something similar to a box that you just get off the shelf and play with the people that are around you. It's going to be potentially a UPF game, potentially a UPF product. Something casual, something that gets everybody around you into the game. And if they want to then progress that, they can then go to a Blitz Armory. They can then go to a CC Armory. They can then sort of progress from that one tabletop experience that they've had. They can then take that into the next thing, take it into the next thing. And the journey starts from the tabletop. And if they don't want to progress from there, they can still play with some of their favourite heroes in a casual environment. I think that's probably going to be one of the main focuses and stuff that comes out next year, and I do hope so, because that is the majority of us are just casual players, people that just love the game, love the community, love the people that play it, love the heroes and the lore and what the heroes represent, not just what deals the most damage or what controls the game the most, what makes you get a W against your name. That's not what a lot of us care about. Especially here on GoAgainGaming, at least, we don't give a shit about what wins and what doesn't win. We want to play our favourite heroes because we can relate to those heroes. We can relate to the lore and how they've been brung up. Azalea is down and deprived in the pit. She's had to fight for her right to survive in the world of Wraith, and some of us relate to that. So that's it, really. Let me just go up to the chat here. PvE, we need to get Az and the other Fab tubers to do a shoey. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I might be the only one. Oh, well, Alex was in here earlier. Alex from LSS was in the chat earlier, and he said that he would do a shoey. So Alex from LSS knows what's going on, but I don't know whether the other LSS members would do... not the LSS members, the other community members would do a shoey with me. It takes a certain mindset to do a shoey, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can get some shoey footage in the future. Anyway, when is Columbus? I have a bunch of friends from another game in that area. Could possibly be interested in a trip. Right Time Gaming Columbus is in, I believe, it's going to be in March. So I spoke to Keith from Realm Games, and he said it's potentially going to be in March next year. I think mid-March. I have said that ideally it would be better at the end of March, but yeah, but maybe mid to late March is probably where the Columbus event is going to be. Nothing is set in stone yet, but so as soon as I let you know, as soon as I know, I'll let you know regards to what's going on. Cryshock betting the campaign will allow buying Everfest trinkets between quests that will start in play. That'll be a sick idea. Yeah, like it's like Diablo, right? You go to every time you go out on a run, you come back to the sort of central locale where you can buy items and stuff for your next run. I think that'll be awesome. Starting with items in play is something that I've also experimented with here on the channel for a Patreon pit fight live stream, where we've all started with a potion in play that we can crack at any time to get the desired effect. So yeah, I think stuff that you can add to your inventory, that you can start on the field in play, like a health potion. Health potions then become awesome when you need to heal during the battle and all that sort of thing. So I think that's a good idea. I think bringing items and other trinkets into the battle that start on your board state, which you can use at any time, obviously within the game rules, is a good thing to sort of bring into that between runs town square sort of style section of the game. You all come back to the town square, you all decide, right, we're going to buy this from the merchant and you can have this in your inventory because you're the guardian or what have you. I think it's going to be an awesome experience to go through, and yeah, PvE is going to be massive. I guarantee you PvE is going to be absolutely massive, and it's going to bring in so many players into this game that will either just love the game for the hero-centric aspect of the game, or they will then potentially, some of them can progress into armory events, then progress to Pro Tour. It could be the grassroots for that development as well. But it all starts, obviously, on the kitchen table, which is fantastic, and promoting that casual play experience is going to be vital to the growth of this game. MTG, or Magic the Gathering, has Commander, which is basically just one of its flagship models these days, is just having a nice experience with people that are around you, right? Doesn't care about winning or losing. As long as you get like a power play, you feel good. Or as long as there's a story to tell, you feel good. And I think that's what Flesh and Blood needs in 2023, and I think that's what we're going to see in 2023 as well. PvE will be so fun on the Friday, Saturday night game night. Exactly that. Exactly. It's one of those things that you can just have a couple of beers, have a couple of snacks, and just fight against the boss or the game system or whatever it is that you're going up against. Greg, you do a shoey with me. Fantastic. I love it. Yeah, we can do a shoey. Absolutely. Fab Nordic, got to go. Thank you for the stream and congrats once again. Really happy for your success. Cheers, Fab Nordic, for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And I know you've been around for a while as well, here and there. So again, thanks for your support, and we'll see you again soon. Ziggy Warrior is back. Ziggy, how was your day? I know you're in the UK right now, loving life. So how has your day been, sir? I know you went to the Warhammer World today, and obviously I'm seeing you this time next week. Actually, this time next week I'll probably be on the train back from London. But this time next week we would have met in the Flesh and Blood, probably documented a certain degree of it, and just would have had a nice day in London. So hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying England, and welcome. And I'll see you next week. Pardon me. Fuck me. Patrick, maybe we will make some inner group league on your Discord for casual playing using Talashar and or tusting fun meme decks. Yeah, that could be a good idea. I know that we're going to be covering some PvE next year, so I'm going to need people that are interested in appearing on the channel to test this particular format. So yeah, we could by all means do something in the Discord, make a section for PvE, or we could definitely think about doing that for sure. For optics purposes, I do still want to collaborate with other content creators on some PvE stuff, but maybe some casual PvE streams every now and again on a Tuesday or Thursday, as long as you can make the time work for where you are. We could do something like that easily. So yeah, awesome day, loving England so far, Ziggy, nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. England is pretty cool when it wants to be, I guess. It's a lot different to where you're from, I guess, isn't it? So it's nice to experience different cultures and different experiences and stuff, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. What are you doing now then? Are you staying in Nottingham and then coming back to London? Are you staying in London? Where are you staying during this whole thing? Patrick is saying, good, I'm in. Fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be good. I will need help with procuring players that are interested in doing some stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely reach out to obviously the patrons of the channel and all that sort of thing to go through that. But yeah, it should be good. So it looks like everybody who's come into the video today has at least liked the video. We're on 22 likes now. That's fantastic. Tomorrow I'm heading to Scotland and then back to London a few days after that. Wow, so you're really doing a lot of the UK then, and Scotland as well. That's cool. Where are you going to? Where are you going in Scotland? There's a pretty cool pub in the side of the Nottingham Castle wall. If you're still there, wow, that's absolute knowledge. Nottingham Castle wall. Nottingham Castle wall. Wow. Just having a great old time here with some beers. I do have work tomorrow as well, so maybe it's a good thing that obviously we've slowed down a little bit now. I mean, if we could potentially stream some Azalea online, we got time for a CC game, right? We could do a drunken game. Potentially. Edinburgh, seeing castles and Loch Ness. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, you got to see some castles when you're in the UK, surely. There's loads of good pubs as well. Absolutely, do it. Yeah. Drunk Talishar. Yeah. The thing is, though, I think I'll get some stream poachers. Someone will be like, "Oh yeah, as he's streaming, let's challenge him on Talishar." Right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just set up, shall we? Let's do a. We can do one Talishar game. So we're here for another half an hour. So we should be able to do a Talishar game. So we just turn the music off. Desktop audio. Talishar. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. So this was actually an Azalea online stream disguised as a getting pissed up stream. Maybe I should put that in the chat, see what happens. So here's my deck list as well. FabDB, decks, my decks, Azalea. I have to go right now, but good luck, mate. No worries, Patrick. Hope you have a good day, and yeah, we'll see you very soon. Discord, I expect. So yeah. Right, so deck list, deck link, game name. GoAgainGaming streaming fun times. Let's go. So let's go on to the live stream. Do we have the? Oh, of course we'd get an Azalea versus an Azalea. Someone's poaching this stream, aren't they? Someone is poaching this stream. Azalea versus Azalea. Of course they would be. Of course they would be. So if you are poaching this stream and you're challenging me to an Azalea face-off, then make sure you're muting and closing this stream so you can't see any of my hand or details, please. So I think I'm just going to run the full list, all 74 cards. Muted and closed. Okay, so it is someone who's watching the stream that is playing us today. Nice. Okay, fine. So they're playing a Sandscour list. I'm playing Dreadbore, of course. So we're going first. We're just going to activate Dreadbore. Congrats on the 1K. Thank you very much for your support, whoever this is. But they're apparently they're watching in stream. Well, they're not watching in stream. They were watching in stream, but they're not anymore. So we're going to pitch lunging press. Have we pitched lunging press? So we want a card in Arsenal for this, don't we? So we want to pitch this, put this in, fire with this. Yeah, okay. So we're going to pitch this fatigue shot. Oh, who are we playing against? Azalea. Let's just pitch this. I'm probably going to make some serious misplays. Fatigue shot. and then we'll just fire this at them for 6. Obviously, this halves the value of their next attack, which is quite good because obviously there's some high value attacks in Ranger decks, obviously. Yeah, coming in for 6, obviously with an Arsenal card, throwing away a knock the death whistle. I'm happy with that. We could force this through though, which is quite nice. So do we force it through, or do we just go for? Yeah, let's force the on hit. Lunging press. Force the on hit through, so it devalues their next attack. So that's hopefully will work to our advantage there. Yeah, Cementenium, force the on hit. Yeah, I thought so as well. So yeah, lunging press being used straight away in the first hand. We've got quite a wide turn here, so we are coming in with red in the ledger for 6. So we can only play 1 action next turn. They've got no other stuff going on, so we could just block with a. So it's going to be 1 action next turn. So if we block for 3, 2 and 2. So 1 action next turn still means the bow can't be used. So we could chuck equipment under the bus here to have a card advantage threatening turn. I think we're going to do that because they only have Snapdragons. So that's armor that they don't have that we have. So we're just going to do that, I think. So we're going to chuck this under it, and so 5. So we're just going to do an endless arrow for 7 and then threaten the card advantage plus the damage. So we're just going to do. Yeah, we're going to have to use the bullseye braces here as well, but I think that's probably the best thing to do. I probably have misplayed here, but let's just go in, put the endless arrow in there, do this, opt, take cover. That can go to the top, so we have got a defensive turn as well. Coming in for 8. If it hits, we threaten card advantage, which is the take cover that we just revealed. So yeah, coming in for 8 plus threatening card advantage is okay. We have used 2 pieces of equipment though, however, which is a bit of a shame. But we are going in for 8. Threatening card advantage, we are reloading that into our arsenal. We've got quite a defensive turn here with obviously take cover and Oasis Respite. The good thing about this is we can also block with the Fyendal's Fighting Spirit as well as play all of the defensive cards and still come back at them with an endless arrow after we've opted with the cross wrap. So yeah, pretty good defensive turn we can have here, and obviously they're knocking for a card as well, which means there's something going to be coming at us with Dominate, which we can prevent with Oasis and take cover, luckily. So yeah, we can do that, which is quite nice. So the Dominate on Azalea's ability doesn't really matter right now. It's just a Sikkim shot. Okay, so it's just a 2 with Go Again. We'll let that hit for now unless they have a reaction. They don't. So it's just 2 damage. Go Again. They're going to bullseye brace or something in with a bolt and shot. So that's coming in for 5 with Go Again. Here we can just leak 1 damage and then just get rid of this take cover from hand, I think. Just leak 1 damage. They don't have anything to reload, so they're not getting any advantage from their cards there. So I think that's probably the best thing to do. So here we can opt. See what's on top. Bolt and shot. So what's that going to do for us? If it hits, we got a tunic trigger, so we can put that into the arsenal with Dominate, fire it off using well, it doesn't cost anything, so we can fire it off for 7 Go Again after we've opted with the Read the Glide Path, hopefully threatening the on-hit effect of reloading a card into our arsenal, which will then be the Fyendal's Fighting Spirit that we can then attack with. So that all depends on whether they block this. So I think we have to do this. So we're going to activate Azalea and put the bolt and shot into our arsenal. We then use Read the Glide Path to bump up the bolt and shot, so it will have Go Again, and if it hits, reload. Snatch can go to the bottom because it's not a very good defensive card. We're not going to draw it this turn, so we are just going to use this attack here for 7 Go Again if it hits, reload, and it is dominated. But then again, I don't need to reload because Fyendal's Fighting Spirit yellow, actually no, it costs 3, so we can't actually play that, so never mind, we can't play that. So they're just going to allow us to hit them with this. Choose to reload a card. I will reload the Oasis Respite because then I can still block with the Fyendals if I'm on lesser life for some reason. And then we're going to pass. But yeah, still maintaining life advantage and card advantage here, luckily. So yeah, we've got a fairly okay defensive turn. We do have a 3 block if needed. We got a snatch that can just come in on its own to threaten card advantage and damage, which is always nice. Hemorrhage Bore coming in with, is that an aim counter? 5 with an aim counter. So we do have to block, otherwise our arsenal is destroyed, but our arsenal will be destroyed anyway because we are using the Oasis to probably prevent this damage. So we probably just want to be blocking maybe with a Find Owls and the Oasis. And then we reload the Oasis, the Endless Arrow, into the arsenal with Snatch or the Tunic Trigger. Yeah, that's okay. So I think we block with this, and then we pass, and then we Oasis Respite, pitching the Snatch to prevent the damage from the Hemorrhage Bore. So we're preventing all of the life, all of the damage here, I think. Oh, we're taking 1. We're taking 1 damage from that, which is fine, because all we want to be doing here is loading the Endless Arrow in with +1 from the Tunic Trigger, using Dreadbore, and then Seek and Destroy. So this is coming in for 8. So 8 damage, again, a lot of damage, also threatening card advantage and destroying their arsenal at the end of their turn is pretty good on Endless Arrow. So yeah, I love Endless Arrow. It's an awesome card. Always threatens card advantage and damage. And coming in for 8 as well is nothing to be sniffed at. So yeah, they're blocking with a lot of their hand here, for blocking for all of the damage. They don't want the Endless Arrow to hit. Or they're undoing their actions there. Okay, they're blocking again. They're blocking differently. Blocking for... They're taking the damage, or they're going to sink it or something from the arsenal. Nope. So they're going to allow us to have the card, which is fine. So they're putting a Sick'em Shot into the arsenal with an aim counter. They do have to destroy their arsenal now at the end step, so we're just going to let that 2 go through. Sick'em Shot blue is just not a good rate card, unfortunately. I don't know why they're using that. But everyone has their reasons, I guess. Now coming in for 4. If it hits reload, we're still going to maintain a 8 life advantage. After this, we do have quite a wide turn as well, with a Ravenous Rabble followed up by potentially an opted arrow there. So we're just going to let this hit, I think. No, we'll chuck a Sleep Dart in front of it. We'll leak 1 damage. So yeah, we'll first of all opt, see what's on top, knock the Death Whistle. So that's not really going to be doing much for us on the top of our decks. If we activate Azalea, that means we've activated Azalea for the turn. All we can then do is go and search for an arrow card and put it on top with no actual way of getting that back, unless we think about the turn after that. So we could go get a red card on top to make sure that Ravenous Rabble comes in for 4, and then we could follow that up with an Endless Arrow. But that's pretty much it. So we're just going to bottom that card. We're not going to do that. So we're just going to come in with Ravenous first of all. It's revealing a Fatigue Shot on top, so we can actually get that into the arsenal with Dominate by activating Azalea's ability, which I think is probably the right thing to do. So they're letting this hit for 4, and now we can activate Azalea's ability, give the Fatigue Shot Dominate, and then fire this off, pitching a Bolt and Shot. 1 floating. That also insinuates that we might have a Razor or something in hand, and obviously we can arsenal the Red in the Ledger for a horrible turn next turn, hopefully. So they are just going to take this damage by the looks of it. Obviously their next attack is halved, which is pretty good. So they're activating Sand Scour. Again, I think we can just pretty much take the damage or whatever on hit comes at us here. We've got to take cover in hand, which obviously is a very good defensive card. You've got a Sick'em Shot coming in, point the tip as well, putting an aim counter on this. So this is coming in for 7, go again. I think we could probably take this hit, because this is just raw damage. This doesn't really matter to us. Maybe the follow-up is stronger, but we will see as to what happens here. But our next turn is pretty vile, to be honest. It's a massive Red in the Ledger. They're having a... Okay, so this needs to be blocked, I think, now. So this is quite a large attack. So coming in for 5 Dominate. If it hits, they can look at our hand and discard a card. So I guess we probably just need to block with the Cross Wrap here, and then use a Take Cover to block out the damage, because the Cross Wrap doesn't really matter at this point in the game, I don't think. We have got a lot of card selection already. So yeah, we're fully blocking that. That's good. So now we can just take aim, and then just come in with a Red in the Ledger, pitching Remorseless, coming in for 8 over the top, which really hurts Rangers, because obviously they can only use one action. Normally that's their bow, and obviously we can threaten the on-hit with the Rain Razors, so I think we're in a good position here. Yeah, we can do that, threaten the on-hit, coming through for 10. They can only play one action next turn. We've drawn up. They're just going to activate their Tunic and then do nothing. So yeah, Red and Ledger, absolutely horrible against other Rangers. So we can use a... so we can Enlighten Strike, then potentially use Remorseless after that, because we've got a Tunic trigger. So yeah, we probably will use E-Strike, pitching the Oasis, choosing Go Again, 5 Go Again. And then we can use the Tunic to load in the... actually, no, we can use Poison the Tips to load in Remorseless, then fire the Remorseless using the Tunic, which gives us quite a good effect on Remorseless. So yeah, they're passing there, blocking 6. Then we can use Poison the Tips, which loads in Remorseless, and then we use the Tunic to fire the Remorseless. So Remorseless for 5. No... it's not face up, so if it hits, they have to discard a card as well, which is pretty nasty. So that's quite good. So Poison the Tips was actually a recent inclusion to the deck. I do really like it, because it's a free reload. It's a yellow pitch, which means you can then pitch to your bow and then fire something afterwards. Heat Seeker is just here threatening some card advantage, so we're not going to give that to them. I don't think it is dominated, so we can only really... I'm just trying to think. So Enlighten Strike. Enlighten Strike followed by... we can't follow that up though. So if we give them the card, we can then CNC it anyway. So I think we just block with Battering Bolt. If we block with a Battering Bolt, then we can just Enlighten Strike, buff power. No, we do a CNC. That's it. Yeah, we take away the card advantage that they just gained, basically. So we just CNC them now. Yeah, so we take away the card advantage that they've just gained. Yeah, so we take away that from them. We still maintain card advantage now with a 4-card hand on the defense. Enlighten Strike goes to the bottom. They got Seek and Destroy, Sand Scour. I'm going to come in with a big arrow here. So a Drill Shot. Coming in for 7. It has Piercing. If it hits, I get a counter on something. So this will destroy... It won't destroy my Tunic, because obviously it's not blade. It's got its blade break, so it's only when you block with it. So if I defend with it, it dies basically. But for 7, there's still nothing to be snuffed at. So I think we should just probably try and block all of this, and then block 6 of it. Maybe we chuck the Tunic under the bus just to conserve life, and then come in with a CNC again to take away the card advantage that they've got. So yeah, we're just going to do that. We're going to chuck the Tunic under the bus here. Oh, it has Piercing. No, probably not then. Probably not that. We'll just chuck these under it. Take 1. Obviously the Tunic then gets a thingy. That maths doesn't make any difference whatsoever. So we do get a -1 counter. They are gonna Arsenal a card. But we're gonna take that card away. Hopefully again with another CNC. So again, threatening the Arsenal being destroyed and taking away the card advantage that they just gained through putting that card in the Arsenal. No D-Reacts can be used. Maybe this forces their New Horizon block, which obviously destroys the card in their Arsenal anyway. So again, yeah, CNC just very good in any list, really. So yeah, forcing the New Horizon block and Heat Seeker. So that's going to prevent their card from being destroyed. But again, that allows us to maintain the same amount of cards as well. Well, actually more cards. We've got a 4-card hand here against their 3. I don't know what they've done here. They've basically just chucked it back to our turn again, so they've made a bit of a mistake there by the looks of it. So again, coming in with CNC, they're choosing to block differently, and rightly so. They're choosing to block. Well, they still have 3 cards in hand because it blows up their Arsenal anyway, because obviously the New Horizon destroys their Arsenal. So it's a horrible block to make, which is why I just don't think New Horizon is very good. I don't think, I just don't think it's very good at all, New Horizon, unfortunately. So this is an Endless Arrow coming in for 7 Dominate. This is probably going to hit us. I'm just thinking of what is coming next. We're going to have a Tunic Trigger, which will reload a Bolt and Shot into the arsenal, which will come in with Go Again, and then potentially come in with a Fine Dows afterwards. So I don't think we care about the damage here, because they're going to have to block on our crackback anyway. So I think we're happy to take the hit in this instance. So we can remove a Tunic, use Dreadbore, put the Bolt and Shot in there. So this is coming in for 5 with Go Again. So this is lethal with Go Again, so they have to block with the cards in hand. Congrats on the 1k. Cheers, Kevin. Thank you very much. So blocking for 5 there. So that's fair enough. And then obviously we can just come in again with a Fine Dow's Fighting Spirit, pitching a 3. He's coming for 6, and then still having card advantage after this as well, which is fantastic. Coming in with an arsenal, and then I think this is pretty much game now. We can basically attack. We've got a Combat Trick, we've got Ravenous Rabble, we've got Go Again, we've got 4 damage there. So I think we can probably just block with a Fatigue Shot and a Tunic to prevent all of the damage. Oh, that's got a -1 counter anyway, so let's just undo that. There's no point blocking with that. So we'll just take 1 from this. They still will get the card back. But our turn is a Ravenous. Coming in for 4. Read the Glide Path being revealed. So they're still having to block this, so they're going to take 1. And then we're going to come in with a Endless Arrow for essentially 6, because obviously the Rain Razor's in hand. So we'll see what happens here. So they are blocking everything. So we will just choose to pass then. Okay, and then we'll just Arsenal this card. So we've got quite a defensive turn, I guess. So we can just sink that. They're giving it Go Again, which is fine. We will sink below. We will actually sink the read the Glide Path, because we don't have no arrows in hand here. So we may as well try and draw potentially into another defensive card or something else. They Rain Razored it, so they're still going to hit us. So we can just. Okay, yeah, that's good. There we go. We drew into another defensive card there. We won't choose to put anything back on the top of our deck. So, yeah, that's pretty good. That's nice. We block out that entire attack there, which is lovely. Here we can just activate Azalea blindly to see what we get. It's a Bolt and Shot, so that is not going to have Go Again, unfortunately. So we're just going to E-Strike, tucking this, and then choosing to buff power. So coming in for 7. Absolutely, yeah, what a draw. Yeah, Sink Below is just so good. Okay, they've undid my action again, so I'm going to just come in with buff power. Yep, so just taking away their whole hand right now. I've got 39 cards, they have 18. So just stripping away a lot of their stuff here. They're going to take 2 damage. And again, we've got nice bit of defense there. We can tuck the Rain Razors to potentially draw something else, which is good defensively. Drill Shot is just doing nothing at this stage. We're going to pass and then just sink a card. We're going to sink one of the Bolt and Shots, because you've got 3 blue Bolt and Shots here. We've got Red in the Ledger now, which is fantastic. Lovely old job. So yeah, we're going to end our turn. We're then going to Rain Razors. And then this will give them something to think about now, because obviously all of our Bolt and Shots will have Go Again. This is coming in for 4. If it hits reload, which means I can reload the Red in the Ledger, which will then come in subsequently for 7, which is pretty good. So they're blocking out that, so we get no reload. Luckily, we can use Tunic to activate Dreadbore, put Red in the Ledger in the arsenal, and then fire this off, pitching this for a lot of damage, plus disruption at the end of the game is pretty vile. So I think is that game? Is that game? Oh, he's giving me the buff. Cheers for the buff. So he's basically using Rain Razors to buff up my own attack. So there we are. There we go. Play him if you got him. Yeah, why not? Happy 1K. Cheers, mate. So yeah, that was that. So yeah, just thought I'd get in a little cheeky CC game there of Azalea. It just helps that I know my deck probably is not the deck to be using, but in my mind, I think it works very, very well. But that's just me. If anybody wants a list, I'm happy to give it to you. But yeah, that's how I play Azalea. Congrats, dude. That was sick. Cheers, Ponder. Thank you very much. I appreciate your input. I do cherish that list quite a lot. I do love that list. It's how the deck works in my mind, and I think that was portrayed in that particular outing of the deck. Hopefully I explained what I was doing and when, and even though I'm a little bit tipsy, I've had a few drinks, I still can pilot it fairly well, I believe. But yeah, GG. Was that you, Grand Engin? Was that you in the Azalea lobby? Was that you? Let's go for 10,000. L Traductor RM. Let's go for 10k. Yeah, absolutely. That'll be sick if we could get there. But that is next level. That is 10 times what I have right now. And it took me a year or so, right, to get to where I am now with regards to 1,000. So that's 10 times the people, 10 times the audience. That's going to be a tough ask. And I'm just in this to have fun. I'm in this just to love the game and rep our favourite hero, Azalea. At least on GoAgainGaming anyway. Getting some hiccups from drinking too much. No, maybe. I think that's important that it works for you the most. It means your soul is put into deck and you know how it moves best. Exactly. Exactly that. So that's the thing about using. If you use other people's lists, if you use meta lists and what have you, you're not really tuned to that version of the deck. And exactly that, Ziggy. Move like water. If you know what every single card in your deck does and what it does for a specific reason, you know what to do. You know what to do in certain situations. Again, I know it was an Azalea mirror match, but yeah, it does definitely help to know your deck inside and out and why you have certain cards. And you know, when you draw that card, you think, oh yeah, that could be used for this, that could be used on a defensive turn, that could be used on my next turn when it comes round, etc. So it's good to know every single card in your deck and why you use it. Like that lunging press. That lunging press in the first hand, forcing the on-hit effect through of a fatigue shot, pretty good. You know, that's the first time that's happened, actually. For the lunging press is in there for the block 2 plus a blue pitch that can also force on hits through, and in that scenario, the first turn when on hits can affect the next turn is very, very important. So yeah, it's good to see that utilization of lunging press in the deck there as well. Also having it block for 2 and be a blue is good against like ice and arcane barrier and all that sort of stuff, so you need to filter that in to your deck as well eventually. That was dirty, you're saying, Grand Engin. Yeah, again, I feel like I've got a lot of affinity with this list that I've made. And again, I don't know how well it would do in an actual event or an actual tournament, but at least I know what I'm doing with it to a certain degree. But that's that. So we are we've only got 5 minutes left, so we are going to close it off now. And didn't drink as much as I thought because I was just chatting for a lot longer. So it was nice to see everybody in the chat tonight, and I appreciate everybody who's hanging out, you know, right into the very end here. We still got 10 viewers in the chat, just hanging out with us today, and it's been a fun time. So thank you very much for everybody who's tuned in. Thank you to all the patrons who to help make this channel what it is. And thanks to everybody who supported me on the journey to 1,000, and yeah, hopefully we get many more in the future. But the subscribers don't really matter. It's the people that come to the channel just to have, you know, just to have a chat, just to hang out. That's what I appreciate the most. It's not about the numbers, it's not about the money, it's not about all of that. It's about just having a nice time and, you know, experiencing the journey together in this game. But yeah, that's pretty much all we've got time for today. Happy 1K. Cheers, Ziggy. Cheers, Andrew, as well, for sticking around. I can see you lurking around in there. But that is pretty much it. That's pretty much all we've got time for today. I'm going to finish this beer on my own now, I think, and just take in the moment and take in the last couple of months, really, because we've got to spoil a card as well, which we're now giving away to the audience that have subscribed to us. So yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. So thank you very much, and we'll see you very, very soon on GoAgainGaming. Cheers.
So, Az has hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's pretty good, isn't it? Yes. Now you have to unsubscribe to him.